Good morning. So today we are going to be heading to Epcot. They are having the Festival of the Arts. We also have a reservation for two things. One is a tour, which is the behind the scenes tour. If you've ever been on the attraction Living with the Land, it shows all the gardening and agriculture things that Epcot does. The behind the scenes tour takes you behind the scenes of that and shows you how they do everything, and I think that'd be really cool to do. Also, we have a reservation with the Coral Reef restaurant. It's a restaurant that has this huge aquarium. It's amazing. It's beautiful. So I can't wait to show y'all. So let's go. So, as of the Coral Reef restaurant, this restaurant will always be a special place for me. I ended up going there when I was a graduate of high school. My parents took there as like my senior trip per se, and they took me into that restaurant, and they actually had a diver come down and hold a sign up saying congratulations, for graduating, and I thought it was really cool. The restaurant, as of quality, I don't think has changed much over the years. I remember it being amazing when I was back in, graduating high school, and all the years later, now it's still amazing. Lauren ended up getting the lobster bisque. I ended up trying some. Both of us loved the lobster bisque. Really good. That was around $10. And then Lauren and I both ended up getting the same meal, which was the 10-ounce slow roasted grilled ribeye. It came with loaded mashed potatoes with bacon and Bercy butter. I hope I'm saying that right. And both of us love the steak. Lauren usually gets fillets because she doesn't like the fat in the steak. She said it was still a very good steak. Now, as of the potatoes, I will eat a potato jacketed. That means with the skin on. I love the skin. I love the potato as a whole. Now, Lauren, on the other hand, does not like it, and it was a mashed potato that had the skin still inside of it. She didn't too much care for that, but if she's not big on a jacketed potato, then that's something that she's just not going to like. I ended up getting a drink that unfortunately I cannot find on the menu now, but it was some sort of a mixed whiskey drink. I ended up really liking it. Lauren ended up, I think, just sticking with water, if I'm not mistaken. With this restaurant, it says it accepts the Disney Dining Plan and up, so the Disney Dining Plan, the Disney Dining Plan Plus, and the Disney Deluxe Dining Plan. It does not include quick service because this isn't a quick service restaurant. It was, like I said, it was really cool. I loved seeing some of the divers that were coming down to take care of the aquarium. I love seeing all the fish and the turtles and the sharks come by. Very beautiful. There is you can pay to actually dive into the water with the animals. You could actually see some of them when they were floating on the top. That was really neat. I think it is a neat way to kind of market your uh, extra experiences that you can buy through Disney. So that was really cool. But yeah, Lauren and I definitely love the restaurant. We would recommend it to anybody. It is one of the uh, cooler, I think, dining experiences just because there's something new. There's the aquarium inside of it. There are certain restaurants where it's just the restaurant and it's just you go there and you eat. Here you go there and eat and you kind of you have a show to watch with all the animals. So it was really neat. I definitely recommend it. So go check it out.
Everything that we're growing here is grown hydroponically. Anyone know what hydroponics is? Have experience with hydroponics?
So I had to do a little bit of filming at home because it was very overcast and rainy throughout the day, and I didn't want to get my equipment wet. And when you film sometimes inside these buildings, it's really loud. So I'm going to talk about some of the things that we did. To start off, the behind the scenes tour was absolutely amazing. It's a very educational, informative. I loved being able to learn how Epcot can take all of these gardens and some of the food that they grow. And I love seeing everything that they could do behind the scenes. They showed us that they breed certain insects to ward off different. They're like a natural pesticide, which was really cool to me. I'm kind of a big nerd. I love learning things. I love seeing how behind the scenes stuff works. And this was an awesome tour. For each of us, it was, I believe, $25, which is great because I think it lasted for a little over an hour. It wasn't that expensive. It's very informative. You get to go behind the scenes where normally you wouldn't be able to walk. And then the guide is not just a normal tour guide. It is actually one of the interns that works there. And so it's not something that somebody's just reading off of a script. If you ask them questions, they know the answers. They can tell you informed educational answers. And that was really cool. Our group was very, they asked a lot of questions, and it was just very interesting to see somebody that actually works in the field to be able to answer those questions. So with Festival of the Arts going on, there was a bunch of stalls where artists would come and sell their paintings, their pieces. I thought it was really cool. Most of the time when I go to different art exhibits or locations, they don't want you filming. I don't know if that's the case here. I probably should have asked, but I didn't. I didn't feel comfortable filming some of the art pieces, but it was really neat, really cool. I loved seeing some of the pieces. Now, granted, this is not something where you can just go there and buy something cheap. There are places where you probably could, but for the most part, they were pretty expensive paintings. Like there's one of the Jungle Cruise. I loved it. Oh, I wanted to take it home, but it cost $8,800, and yeah, that's it's a little expensive. But yeah, it was really neat. I love this festival. I love what they do with the parks during these festivals. They also had the food stalls available. We went to some of them. Lauren ended up going to the Paris stall. She loves all the food there. She usually goes there to get, at least in that location, the crepes. And yeah, she can't get enough of them. But yeah, I really love this festival. It's actually about to end. By the time this video posts, it will be ended. But the next one, which Epcot is already preparing for, is the Flower Garden Festival. I'm really excited about this. Epcot does an amazing job at transforming the parks with all the plants and trees and flowers, and it's beautiful. I can't wait to go. And then also they have food stalls again, which is like every festival that Epcot puts on. So I'm very excited about that. So until next time, I hope y'all have a wonderful month, and we will see you again next month. Later.